Okay, hi guys, Lois here, and in this video I want to talk about some of the problems that in the chapter 2 will happen. Okay, so let's move to our first example, which is find the midpoint of the line segment with two endpoints, 5 and -1 and -2 and 9. So in this will be like this. This will be like the point right here, 5 and -1, and here's -2 and 9. And we need to find the midpoint of this line segment. Like, for example, I put it here, I call it the M point, right? So how can we find the M point? As we learned, like previous lesson, the M point will got the coordinate, which is XA plus XB and divided by 2, and YA plus YB divided by 2, which the A and B here is the two of the end point of this line segment. So in this, I will just replace XA with 5 and XB with -1. 5 and sorry, it's replace XB with the -2 plus -2 divided by 2. And what is the y coordinate of that? So the y coordinate of A is this one, and y coordinate of B is this one. So this will be -1 plus 9, and over divided by 2, and then we got our result, which is 5 plus -2 divided by 2 is 3 divided by 2, which is 1.5, right? And this one is -1 plus 9, which is equal to 8, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. So we already got the midpoint, which is M, is equal to 1.5 and 4. Okay. So the second question, which we will learn about, is write the equation of the circle, which some of the given detail. So in this, they give us the centers at 0, 0, right? And the circle pass through the point, this point, 4 and -9. So how can we find the equation of this circle? As you all know that if we need to find an equation of circle, we need to know the center. Center is we need to know that. And the second thing we need to know is the distance from the center to the point that they go through, which is the radius. Okay, so how can we find that? Do we know that from this point, like which is this point to this point is the radius? Because the circle, which is this, which is have the midpoint like this, center point like this, and it's go through one point is 4 and -9. So this one is the distance from 2 point is the radius, right? So in this question, the thing that we need to focus on is step 1. Find the radius. And how to find the radius, which is the distance from 0, 0 and 4 and -9. We just use simple formula, which is this one. 4 minus 0, I will put the formula x like x2 minus x1 and square y2 minus y1 also square, right? And x1 and y1 is the coordinate of the first point, and x2 and y2 is the coordinate of second point. So in this, I will replace x2 with the 4 and -9, and x1 and x2 is 0, 0. So this will be a radical of 4 minus 0 square and minus 9 minus 0 square. And then this will become 4 square plus 9 square, right? And 4 square is 16 and 9 square is 81. So this will become radical of 16 minus 81, which is 97. Okay, we already got the distance, which is the radius already, right? So the next thing, the step 2, is just write the equation because we already got the radius and the center point equation. Equation, as you all know, that is x minus h square plus y minus k square and equal to radius. So we already got h and k is equal to 0. So we got the point here is x square plus y square is equal to 97, because this radical, when it's power 2, is equal to 97. So here is the answer after all. Okay. So with this circle, this will have the midpoint of this, center point of this, and this will pass through the point 4 and minus 9. Okay. And before moving to the third question, I just want to mention about a new. Okay, let's move to perpendicular bisector for some second. I just want to quick mention about this. Perpendicular bisector is the line that go through the midpoint of line segments, and also it will be perpendicular to the line, like because of the name, right? So in that, for example, for the line segment AB, and I got PM. M is the midpoint of AB, and PM is the perpendicular bisector of this. So whatever place there be line on, for example, it can be there, it can be here, or it can be here. BA will always equal to BB because we can use a Pythagorean theorem. BM, we already got the right triangle here, which is BMB. We got PM plus MP square is equal to BB, right? And we also got BM square plus MA square is equal to BA square. And two of these are similar already, right? And two of these are also similar because the M is the midpoint of AP. So therefore, BA needs to be equal to BB. So therefore, we got this. And one more thing I want to mention about that is the slope of the perpendicular line, that when we time with the slope of the original line will always be -1. And so how can we find this line using this property, which is perpendicular and go through the midpoint? Is that the first step is we need to find the midpoint, and the second step is we just need to write the line that pass through the midpoint and then perpendicular to the original line segment, right? Okay, and with this idea, I can quickly move to our first example. Two tiles are located in 1, 7 and 8 and 5. So I got 2 points, which is 1 and 7 right here, and here's 8 and 5. So the hockey arena must be built at the same distance as the city. Okay, so as I mentioned before, BA will also equal to BB, right? So in this, the simple thing that we quickly think about is we write the perpendicular bisector of that. So therefore, every point on here will have the same distance from two cities, right? So okay, let's move on to how to solve that. So we got already this. The first thing that we think about is find the midpoint. So first, midpoint will be 1 plus 8 over 2 and 7 plus 6 over 2, which is equal to 9 over 2, and here's 6. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's 6, right? So we got a midpoint already. So what do we miss is the slope of the perpendicular line, because that line needs to be perpendicular to that. So we need to find a point that is go through, which is the midpoint already, and then the slope of that. So we find the slope of that. So before we find the slope, how can we find the slope of the perpendicular line? We need to know the slope of the original line first, of two of this line first, original line. Okay, so in here I got 2 points, so I just put that in equation, which is a equal to ax plus b, and because this line going to this point, I will got 7 equal to a plus b, and 5 equal to 8a plus b. Okay, so in here I just need to know the slope, which is a, not the b, so I don't need to find b here. And luckily, like, we already got like the same b coordinated here, coefficient here, so we just need to like use the elimination method, which is I minus this order equation to the second equation. So I got a 2, which is an equal to minus 7a plus 0. So the a here, I got 7a equal to 2. So therefore, a is equal to 2 over minus 7, which is, which is minus 2 over 7. Okay, I already got this. So let me call another point. The line that we need to find is y equal to cx plus d. So right now, c multiple with a need to be minus 1. So the c minus, so c multiple with minus 2 over 7 is minus 1. So therefore, the c is 7 over 2. Alright, so the line we got is 7 over 2 x plus d. Okay, and with this, so, and we need to find d. D is also as the number we unknown, right? It needs to pass through the midpoint that we find, which is 9 over 2 and 6. So it needs to pass through the points 9 over 2 and 6. So I just put the number in. 6 equal to 7 over 2 multiple with 9 over 2 plus d. So the d need to be satisfied this equation. Therefore, 6, I put it in 6 and equal to 63 over 2, over 4 plus d. So therefore, because we already got the denominator, right? So we need to change it all to 4. So 24 over 4, which is equal to 6, equal to 63 over 4 plus 4d over 4. So therefore, I just got 24 equal to 63 plus 4d. So I change all the thing, the 63 to another point, which is isolate the d and its coefficient. So 24 minus 63 equal to 4d. So therefore, this is 39, right? Minus 39 equal to 4d. So the d here is minus 39 over 4. So with that, we can replace this d with the minus 39 over 4. So we already got the equation that we need to find. And with this example, we can know all of the thing to how to solve the question in the chapter 2. And with that, I'm done for today. Thank you for listening.